That's a good one.
It's a good one. Should make that a casting name, Game 1 Andy. But looking at first pick Andy here for BLG on the blue side, which, you know, obviously we don't see as much here anymore. It will be the Rise. So going with more consistency, at least more setup from the mid lane, more roaming power for Knight.
We'll be able to have impact on these side lanes, but this is what I was talking about for JiaQi, getting this MF back. MF Rel, MF Leona, MF, you know, Rakan even, Alistar, not too bad, but something that has simplicity of execution, that plays well together. This is another aggressive jungler. That
Great
Nautilus
combos.
was instantly
Thumbs up from
hovered.
me.
Taking away the Wukong would be nice. I mean, you've got Talia Ari pairing with this Vi would be quite nice. It's not Echo. It's Wukong. Come on, guys. It's Wukong. Poppy
So far,
option,
though, for top esports, I really do appreciate, again, the simplicity. The let's just find a big wombo combo and win the team fights. Now, you'll probably find a little bit more peelability from BLG moving forward in this draft, but they will go ahead with the Kiana, something that Shun was very happy to go towards this entire last year.
For Nectin for Ben.
Most
very
played against
strong
369.
side top. Yeah, that's right. And for 369, no Scion. Okay, we're just going to drop top. I think that's really tough, but getting something in the mid lane, Vi, Syndra, I think picking top is better. I think there's enough in mid that you can go Ari, Talia. You could go Galio. That's a really hard matchup into Rise, though. Obviously, the Syndra's there, too. I think picking this, very skill matchup. I know that top lane is not as impactful. Like, it's never really impactful. It hasn't been impactful for many years, but this is a very skill-based matchup. Nah does win if you're Zeus, but it's really tough. If the gap gets closed at all, you're very squishy out of Mega. It's a tough lane to play out, but it's a fun one.
Yeah. We'll see what they can do with it. At least see if this top lane gets a little bit more involved in this game number 2. As we're in the second phase, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of bot lane focus from top esports already. It's the Ashe ban towards Viper. We'll see what BLG are going to be the ones what they want to focus. At least first and foremost, it's the Akali for the mid lane setup.
Yeah, I'm worried, Mazel. I'm worried about this mid lane pick. Akali getting targeted. I think that the support should be an engaged support. Should be very pretty easy to lock in here.
Yeah.
But and TES do have counter pick. You could always go with that, but Akali banned away. Not concerned about the Ari or the Talia, I guess. So BLG with this Rise. Actualize is getting a buff too, isn't it? That's kind of insane, or has been buffed. It's one of the. It's either 16.2 or 0.3 that it's getting buffed on, so it might even be buffed around. I think it's next patch. I think it's 0.3, but banning away some of those melee mids that Creme is known for. Creme's gonna have to dig deep. Yone, too much AD, can't pick that, so it's gonna have to be. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. That's
Don't get
fine.
baited by the hovers.
It has to be. It has to be an engaged support. Don't hover at the Milio. JiaQi, please don't do it to me. I won't get baited by the hovers. Aurora is nice. I like the Aurora. Makes sense. Good team fighting draft. I think not as much synergy with the vibe, but you're more playing for the MF. So having something that can do damage, have access to backline potential. All right. I'm getting baited by hovers left, right, and center. Talia is a great pick.
It is. You get to get roaming, which kind of matches that Rise priority, and I think that was something that rose up so heavily in 2025, and I love to see, still some of those echoes from that and still being able to use that very proactively. But if we saw it worked out for one person last game, it was Knight, and he was on an Orianna, and he was still able to find those roams. So now with this Realm War, going to be a little bit more proficient with that. We get the Jhin with the Alistar combo, and then the Poppy into the Alistar, which is cancer.
This is a great pick. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good pick. Into the Alistar, into the Talia, Kiana. It's good too. And not that you're going to see this a ton, but it is good into Renekton. Has some counter into that. But I really like top esports draft. I think that this is probably the best that we need, or not the best we're going to get, what we need to see from them. I think it's a potential winning top side, not sitting there on a Scion. It has agency. An early game jungler, early game after level 6, obviously, Vi does struggle level 1, very, very bad level, but so does Qiyana. Right, so both these junglers need to get that level 6 on. They have great gank potential with the CC. Roaming mid, easy of execution comp, Vi ult, put everything on the Vi ult. Poppy is a great peel. It can ult away the Qiyana as well. I think the top esports, if this is any game to win, this is a great draft to do it with.
And you're hoping for a little bit of lack of execution from BLG as well, but I love that you pointed out, right, kind of that ease of execution for top esports and just finding some sort of ground to stand on in this series. 'Cause I feel like I got smacked around a little bit in that game, number one. Got to kind of recenter yourself, rely on those veteran pillars to kind of bring your newer blood back into the fold here and get this game going. Because you can't have the bot lane go like it did last time when you're trying to focus on other parts of the map and that mid-jungle duo that's going to take prio here. Game number 2 of BLG and top esports starting now.
Wow, this is early. Double heal already, Mazel. Barrier as well.
Yeah, the barrier
are fighting hard.
Hey, they said they don't want what happened last time to happen this time, and I gotta say, a little bit of early pressure on the Jin's gonna feel real good.
All right, guys, we already don't have enough time for the Gyos with the minion waves coming. We literally come out of picks and bans. They load into the game, run down bot, and we're fighting. This is like a almost polar opposite of last game in terms of bot lanes, where last game was double range support and these very carry-centric, Kalista more so, but still damage carry-centric ADCs. This game, we've got double melee engage supports, peeling as well, and these more long-ranged... When I say utility, I don't necessarily mean it for MF, but utility, ult, focus, press R. They're very similar looking ults, you know, with the cone. Nice
The flash
stun.
play from Fengyue doesn't get much damage because of that headbutt coming through from On. Really nicely done from both supports to try to get set up. But you look at this. This is a little bit of a cheeky play from Shun. He went with the bot lane clear, and now he's going to wrap around level 3. He's going to find the gank, and Viper can use his deadly flourish from range. It's going to be Shun trying to go for the kills, trying to get one, but goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade right now, but the deadly flourish going to connect. Not enough damage, and they only get the 1-for-1.
This is like very similar to game 1. I know that there was no dive, but it's Shun who comes early, gets the kill. He's onto Alistair though, and then dies because he sends it too early before his team was able to go there. At least Shun won't have to lose his topside camps, but this could be another situation where NaiYou gets double scuttle. Again, earlier level 6, massively impactful on Vi. Viper has to flash early. They do tick over to level 2, but Shun just goes. I don't think On is ready for this. Really nice play from Fengyue, but JiaQi getting the kill and Alistair getting the other kill is not a great start for BLG. So here's NaiYou starting the top scuttle. I imagine he just runs down bot and we get an exact same situation from game 1.
And, you know, I don't want to sound any alarms or anything, but Jin doesn't have the greatest win rate. Might be one of my favorite champions, but in competitive play right now, not looking that great. At least it wasn't for the longest time. And last time we saw Vipers, it didn't go too well either. So we'll see if it's something that top esports can use, the lack of mobility from one of their star carries. But now we're setting up around this dragon pit for this scuttle crab. We're getting a 3v2, make it a 4v2 as Knight a little bit late to get over. Seismic shove connects and On goes down to JiaQi.
It's a massive start from TES. NaiYou can still go here, but not feeling confident about it. I mean, yeah, the Jin thing, I think the first win was ruler. That doesn't count. That's not a global win. That's a ruler win, right? But Jin hasn't found the most success. I think the champion's okay. I think, like, with LDR and the crit buffs, it should be doing well. But with the hyper carry late game style, Jin doesn't really hold up as much. Really nice fight from top esports. It's the double scuttle for NaiYou. 2 kills now for top esports, and both of them are on JiaQi.
He needs a little bit of a comeback performance from that last time around. And it's back on a champion that we know has worked for top esports. It's just about how and when he will get those bullet times off and how safe he can play with them. This decisiveness, at least, is going to be extremely important. But we look back out on the map with Dragon spawning at about 15 seconds. Both junglers back out as well, as they have just redeployed and been getting a little bit lower to 369, who's about to have Mega in top lane.
Yeah, Jin is 3-9 in the LPL. Not the worst. I think globally it was like 0-11 at a time. So it's getting wins, but it's still not top of the priority chart in terms of stats. And we all love stats-based analysis. Do not, make any opinions of your own. It's stats or nothing. But Viper does have a pretty decent Jin game. I feel this game. There is threat onto him with the vibe, but outside of that, there's not a ton of range. So the ult can do really well. There's no tanks either, so Jin does struggle into things like Ornn, Cassante, into
really
the
good
Sion.
Communication, by the way. Knight pinged that there was a ward in that bush. Shun has snuck around and found a play on a Creme. Creme's going to have to use the seismic shove to get Shun away, and a beautiful entrance from NaiYou. The Realm Orb's not going to be in time. It's going to be Shun falling down for a second time in a row.
Yeah, great communication from BLG, but top esports again, NaiYou, in this early game, answering Shun's ganks and answering his positioning. He's level 6 so early in this game for a Vi. This Vi can go anywhere right now. It's an early startup of the Drake for top esports. Bot prio as well. This is a complete flip of the script of what BLG need, where it's like a weak side top. Not a weak side, a graciously losing top, I'll say. Rumble is probably not the best weak side champion in the game, but Shun pathing down bot, Knight having time to roam for free, and that's not what we've seen happen at all in this game to start.
And we take a look at the remaining series there for top esports, as they are at that 7 game, or at least this will be 8. They only have a couple left, and those being all important for them, as well as they try to make that run for that top 4. And, hey, it would start with beating BLG here tonight.
Yeah, they need to win all 3 of these remaining series on. Ghost in, but can't close the gap onto JiaQi. NaiYou hovering around the bot side, clearing his camps, does still have this ult. I would love to see, where is this Vault Breaker going to go? It's a bit tough onto some of the members of BLG if you want to send a gank, right? Knight's getting tanky. He has Flash and Ghost up soon. He has the ult up soon as well. In the bot lane, you're going against... Wait, Viper?
Viper overextended here, but he's trying to get a little bit more damage back into JiaQi. The headbutt brings him back. He's got a 4th shot coming up. He just needs one more, and there you go. Jin lands the 4th, and BLG get their bot lane on the board again.
That felt like, oh, no. Viper's getting caught out again. This is what we're talking about. Shun.
Supreme display of talent.
Flash for flash. But Viper gets protected by On. A really nice Q flash to get the kill. That completely swings the gold lead back in Viper's favor. He already has the CS advantage now as well. Flash for flash. Creme not having access to that mobility means that it's a bit scary. On can look, but BLG not out of this early game. NaiYou does have the ult still, but
he's in deep, but he won't be spawned out.
He is. Long way. Already rotating to mid with On. Grubs have spawned, so
On's
some
level 6,
prioritization
though.
on the top side. Viper's here too. What?
I mean, BLG just going to try to go for Grubs, go for the deadly flare straight on the Fengyue, and now they're going to pick him out. Full team play by BLG. Seismic shove does connect, but a little emote comes out while NaiYou was stealing BLG's jungle.
That is a nice takeaway, sure, but this feels like a little bit of game 1 here. Shun will be caught.
Oh, they caught Shun, but not enough damage here. Weaver's Wall coming across. Now they're going to have Shun locked down and taken out again. NaiYou is just agent kill Shun at this point, as he has been able to answer him every single time, even in game number 1.
There's the first ult from NaiYou. It does find a kill, which is good, and it'll have access to these grubs, but this is a situation here, as we take a look back at this replay, that I was worried. Viper goes up, but it is a bait this time. I was worried On's maybe shopping for items. No, he's ready. Viper says, help me, please. And On will do so. Q flash has the E starting already. The barrier is used, but the stun is great. the 4th shot, execute damage, gets Viper the kill. But in the top side, this is kind of what we saw from game 1 with NaiYou on the Jarvan. Early level 6, does the blue buff. I'll have to hold this thought. The wave will die, but we're going.
Keep reverting use. Knight has arrived with the Realm Warp. We were talking about those level 6s and how important they will be for roaming around the map. We see BLG doing so early into this game. Still about a minute and a half till next drag. No, Fengyue made the mistake to step up, and now he's going to get shot to hell.
In top esports have a good start to the early game. They're still up gold, but BLG, the synergy looks so on. It's the same game plan from game 1. They stumble a little bit in the early game there, but it's Knight having priority in the mid lane, roaming down to bot lane. Shun's there to prioritize Viper, give him resources, let Bin sit here in a losing top lane, and he's doing just fine.
He wants to hit him so bad. He just can't. He's just running away from him. Expertly done from 369, kiting him out, but it still start feeling some of those inklings from that game number 1 for BLG. We are hitting first items now as well, Jbetto. As 369 gonna look for the chase down, goes for the hop into it. Bin gonna use the TP to try to get away. It's not fast enough. Bin goes down to 369.
Unlucky. Can be something said in review about that one, but it's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup, all right? It's a tough matchup. Viper going the... We don't need to... okay. I feel like Alk. We don't need to see this one. We just saw it. This is painful to watch. He gets kited to infinity by range top cringe. Mega goes. 369 is just playing with him at this point. But live, please, live.
Oh my god. On almost gets caught. He didn't get wallbang there. That's the biggest difference maker, but he might still die anyways. The supreme display of talent had to come through there. I don't care about the solo bowl. I want to see the dragon.
This is so long, man. This is so long. I feel like this is a statement. Like, this has to be someone on the observer's feed is unhappy with this play, and like, you're watching it again. You're watching the entire 30 seconds of this play. Top esports getting Drake. Some of the spells burnt. No, not really. So it looks like top esports win the skirmish. No kills had, but get that second Drake.
Producer Alex says the bin drama is all that matters. We just gotta keep going with it. It's also a tale as old as time from 369 and Bin. I know we talked about them a lot in the opening of the series, and kind of going into the series, we've lost a little bit of focus on them just because they were kind of nothing burgers in that game number 1, but still an important matchup and a traditional one in the LPL between these two guys. Nice to see them going at it with the Bin Renekton special. He's picked it 14 times against 369, at least in his career. The next highest was, I believe, 10 for him, and that was Jax. So, hey, he's on a comfort against good old 369.
And with the solo kill from 369 too, the JiaQi lead is evening up a little bit, but has that first item. BT is a massive first item. Viper has finished his now, so that's a decent spike, but JiaQi with ult, 369 here as well. Creme is even in mid. There is decent damage. Like, top esports have built up a 1.5, 1.6k lead here. Fengyue will find on, but NaiYou's here.
The 3-man from On gets the setup straight. NaiYou go into Knight's jaws here. Big bullet time coming out. Should get Shun. Shun gonna flash. Supreme display of talent. He gets away. What a dastardly escape from the BLG jungler. And now they're gonna continue fighting. Another double head pull from On. It's not gonna be enough damage to follow it up. No, Knight gonna go for an aggressive Realm Warp, just baiting them out. And JiaQi gets picked by Knight in the end. A double kill coming through for the golden left hand. Maybe gonna make it a triple. The plays from Knight are insane. Now it's going to be Shun trying to go for the kill. It's going to be a double for Creme. Back and forth. Go the mid laners. But that will be all she wrote. Knight wanting a kill. Wanting to go for it. But that's it.
Are you not entertained? I am. What a fight. Top esports still in the lead after that. JiaQi up 1,000 gold now. 369 continuing to build his lead. But it's very scrappy fights on. Really nice engage. But the bullet time does a ton of damage. Take a look back here. So it's On court. Creme rotates over, but On finds the Q flash again. But we're pushing in NaiYou. I don't know about that. I feel like if Creme was the one targeted, maybe. JiaQi does a ton of damage. Viper flashes over the wall to deal with NaiYou. This is okay, but Bilibili want to continue going. Back at live again.
We see another pick out though, and it's going to be immediately on going down as we go back to live.
We are fighting. We're going to fight over and over again, and you are going to watch.
Oh, Shun going for JiaQi. Oh,
and you're going to love it. And I'm going to love every minute of it.
Shun in trouble now. He should not escape, and NaiYou will pick up another kill.
I don't even know who's benefited here. I feel like BLG are the ones taking these fights, so they obviously feel like they're stronger, but top esports are the ones getting gold out of it. 369 isolation up 1,000 gold, but JiaQi, he's died 3 times. He has a 1.4k gold lead.
Maybe it does not matter in the end. He will just keep dying for the glory of it, as Creme is going to add his name to the list potentially here, but they saw that potentially he was going to get some help, so they back away not to give over the kill. And a 2,000 gold lead now for top esports, though Knight will pick up the side lane turret, and that will be first turret as well. NaiYou going for a play onto On. On's in a little bit of trouble now. He does have the unbreakable will. He's going to have to pop it. He's going to try to run his way away. JiaQi extending the play. That'll be a big ultimate burn by BLG support.
Yeah, calculated, right? On says, I'll get Vi ult here, I'll ult myself, and big ult tool down, guys. We can contest Herald. Massive, masterful play from the best support in the LPL. But Bin loses his top tower. 369 on the side lane is a massive issue here. Shun is hovering, but there's a ward here. 369 has flash. Shun's going to go anyway, maybe. Enhanced bomb plant. We're going.
They're going to go with the Realm Warp as well. The prison will hit, and they're going to CC chain him to death. Mininar stands no chance against a 4-0 Knight.
Very nice roam. Knight has remained very solid, like a bulwark for his team in this game. All over the map on the Orianna, the same on the Rise. NaiYou, is there a dive here? 4 members on Bin.
100%.
We lose our top laner, you lose yours, I guess.
He's got Dominus. He's going to try to clear the wave. He flashes away from the initial engage and survives. They will lose the turret, but that will be Rift Herald and that extra pushing power to BLG.
I think this is a net positive for BLG. Bin stays alive. You lose bot tower, but now we're going to mid. The wall will block it off. Nice.
Really nicely done from Creme, but the Dragon is still the setup fight in BLG. They've been a bit surrounded. They didn't see NaiYou there, but he will be on a ward now. And so the Dragon should be seeded at least initially to top esports.
If TES get this is I know Chem6 is not the strongest, but it's genuinely a winning position here. 369 caught in mid. We'll take a
they're just
decent chunk. Shun over the wall.
Shun going for it. Shun does not get it. Dragon Soul point to top esports. On tries to go for a play, but can't get it. Now on to Knight. Goes top esports. We said ease of execution, and they just executed the golden left hand. He is gone, and top esports remain in control.
I mentioned this in game 1. I think it was something HongQ was talking about in comms in their game in BLG, that BLG will fight every objective. And when they have prio, it looks amazing. But when they don't have prio, it looks like this. Okay, they have mid prio, but Shun goes in. Bin is trying to connect with Shun in the backline, but gets knocked up by the... So very nice smite. And Fengyue ults away. Bin, Knight is caught. On goes down as well. This is some of the issues from BLG we've seen. Bin's dead again.
Bin is gone.
They can be very disconnected, Mazel, at times in these fights, in the side lanes. Game 1, we didn't see any of that, but we're seeing signs of it in this game too.
And again, this is an important series for both teams, trying to keep their running in the top 4 conversation to make it straight into the Split 1 playoffs. And so the stress does not back down, though I will say checking up on items and checking up on game states. We are getting to second items. We see that little play that Ben tried to pull off. Got completely caught in the end. A really nice flash play from NaiYou.
Kind of feels a little funny. 369's winning the top lane 1v1. Ben calls Knight and Shun over to kill him. 369 says, fine. My jungle's coming now. We kill you. Now we're back to 1 apiece. Even, right? I mean, they've got to even up the head-to-head stats. Very important in this series, Placements, I mean, that matters. Sure, playoffs, first 8 internationals, but head-to-head kills graphics, that's That's pretty important too. I don't know.
Both teams circling around this Baron pit. We still have 3 minutes for that next dragon, so that is the big focal point moving forward. NaiYou ever looking for an engage because all top esports need is one pick, and it just starts a cascading event onto BLG. Top esports going to be pretty aggressive with this move. On extending now, waiting for the 3-man pulverize, just goes for the headbutt onto Fengyue. There you go, a 3-man goes through again. Viper hitting for free on the side, but On is traded down. Now that will be the curtain call used. Not enough damage at this point from the Jin, and BLG will back away.
I know it's only a 1-for-1 for supports, but how is On allowed to just walk at that 1v4 with ult and just tank everything, somehow trade himself 1-for-1? That's ridiculous. For the objective game, specifically the Baron, Mazel, there isn't a ton of burst potential, burn potential for this Baron. We're talking, before we went live, about how much harder it is to take the Baron, how shredded you get. NaiYou over the wall.
Right, he's going to get caught. Weaver's wall coming across too. Creme going to set him up for to knock him down at least. And NaiYou gets the outplay there. He gets the beautiful amount of damage. That's that Seraph shield coming in clutch.
I'll have to look back. Oh, hold on. In mid.
Oh, JiaQi is caught. Viper looking to gun him down. That's going to be the flash burn, the bullet time burn, but just executes him right in front of his support's eyes. Fengyue now forced to run away from BLG, and they find pick after pick after pick, and BLG are making a comeback.
TES had a lot of tools in this game. Soul point, a gold lead, and they feel split off. It feels like they don't have a gold lead, Mazel. I mean, they don't really anymore. Baron's being started up. 369 is TPing in. It's a 2v5. What can we get done?
He almost has Meganar. It's going to be 5,000 on the Baron. He wants to go in, wants the rest of his team, but it's not going to be soon enough. They don't get the entrance, and now they're just going to die for it. Meganar ulti into the wall. They get one down. 369 doing his work here is now they have the flank from Fengyue as they get the big pick. No Barons are going to be left. They're going to get the clean house here. Viper, the final one to fall.
Wait, hang on.
Ace
is that it?
Top esports.
There's massive death timers, Mazel. Is Baron in Season 16 the new Atakan? What has happened? We've seen so many throws internationally. Okay, because the towers are so tanky with too many members around them in this year, it's not going to be the game. Even with 3 grubs, which is kind of ridiculous. But I want to see Creme shove here over the wall because I didn't see where Night Flash from. Yeah, that's where it felt like it went. Don't look at that. Don't look at that seismic shove. That wasn't great.
He was trying to predict the flash over the wall.
He might have been. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but caught here. JiaQi gets engaged on. Shun is playing with his team. Really nice, but this is the Baron. This is the new Baron. You are so squishy. You take so much damage. This is not a burn Baron fast comp. Look at the health bars. 369 with Creme. Walks in 2v5. Gets a massive ult against the wall. Finds the first. Kills Bin as well. And then NaiYou's here with the TP from Fengyue. And they kill everybody. No one has Baron anymore. And TES, we're just talking about them losing their lead. They've got Soul. They've got 4,000 gold lead. Bilibili Gaming won the first game handedly, Mazel, but this is a series.
It's a negative 2,000 Baron power play from BLG, where they were trying to fight back in some ways, but at this point now they have their backs against the wall here. See if Top Esports can rise from that beating in game number 1 to give us a series. NaiYou coming over the wall, ready to go in. Remember, he is the setup tool. You've got to use him to get this going through. And as Al brings up the remaining games for BLG, they have a lot of opportunities to make it to that top 4. Locking it in. Just need one series win. But it would start here with Top Esports.
The Poppy is getting so much value here. Nice. Knight's caught off. He has to ult out. He's caught. Oh, he makes it back in. Really nice spacing. But the Poppy.
Whoa. On? That was a bold flash and on pace with his life for it. That might just give up the GOAT.
What happened here to BLG? Bin's
They're
going.
Just trying to force things in here, and it's just going so wrongly for them. They're losing everybody and only taking a couple picks.
And Top Esports 4 versus 2 now. No Baron, obviously. That was taken by Bilibili and then lost by Bilibili, but will break open the base, get these inhibitor turrets down. They might be able to get this. Okay, hit.
Knight does have a lot
3.
of damage if he hits the realm. Nope.
Does he?
He doesn't have the realm warp release. He doesn't have the rune prison in range. You know, it was close. Yeah, things have gone a little bit awry for BLG, but honestly, a massive step up from the members that we really wanted to step. I mean, JiaQi, of course, has had some tough moments, but some good moments. But it's really the top trio that we're looking at, 369, NaiYou, and Creme, who have really stepped up this game.
I mean, we were talking about it before this series started. This MF look with an easy execution comp for top esports looks so much better than when they're overcomplicating it. Knight exhausted, but he'll be able to ghost his way to safety. Combat summoner not available. Knight in the last fight as well, but in this fight, he does have the actualizer finish. That Rise spike, 3 items, level 16. Roa has finished. This Rise is very, very scary, but can Knight get to any of the crucial members? Can he hit JiaQi while he's ulting? Probably not. It's going to go to an next Baron, and if we know anything about Barons in the season after what we just saw, maybe top esports want to let Bilibili take this one again.
On is just getting shredded like paper, and the thing about the comp for top esports, they just need to get one big pick on a Knight. They just need one cease and desist from NaiYou to lock him down long enough to kill him. And that is truly the only big late game damage that's coming out of BLG right now.
0-7 for this Poppy does not tell the full story. The Poppy value this game is really good, and this is the time at which you really feel it. Tier 2 will go for free. Creme will use the ult there. Look at how aggressive top esports are playing. Even in the face of On, they're convinced that with the rocks on the floor from Taliyah and with the steadfast presence from Fengyue, that they will not be engaged on by the Taliyah. Sorry, by the Kiana, by the Renekton, and by this Alistar. Baron is 50 seconds away. Fengyue is resetting for some wards.
NaiYou's by himself. This is a big pick, but he's got GA. He can buy this time. Big seismic shove into the Keeper's Verdict, and now Fengyue has found his entrance as well. NaiYou very low, but still has the GA. That's going to be Shun going for the kill there. Fengyue trying to get away as well. Maybe Knight has enough. He's trying to get the Rune Prison down, but he gets seismic shoved, and now Knight is in some trouble. Viper gets the kill on the Fengyue, but Knight will escape with a beautiful time realm warp. It still will mean Shun is down to 369, though.
This series is getting a little weird, Mazel. 7,000 gold up. NaiYou decides it's time to engage 1v4 20 seconds before Baron. No junglers, so this should just be a stalemate. Staring at each other, excuse me. Maybe some fighting over vision control, but a minute on Elder. This game is getting a bit weird.
Try to get the pick right now. 369 about to get Megnar. He's going to have to use it defensively, but that also means he doesn't have it for this upcoming fight. At least he'll need to reset, wait for that one to come back. As we take a look back at this fight.
I have no words. What is happening? What is NaiYou doing? His team is not here. MF is topside. 369 is bot. We're fighting for absolutely no reason. You lose GA. Yes, okay, Shun does die because he goes in too far. Bomb plants over the wall. I think 369 hit that. But these are decent kills going over to BLG. And massively, TES lose control of the map. That was a situation in which you get control of Baron, you have Sol, you get Elder, you have Exodia, you walk in and you end the game cleanly. But now, Elder is spawned, Baron's up as well.
369 has Megan now. This is a big play moment for top esports. BLG going to try to push down mid lane right now with the crystalline growth as well. The Elder Dragon is extremely important, Jbetto, but we got to look at the setup from top esports.
369 has no Mega. I feel like top esports don't have as much standing as they should.
The Weaver's Wall coming in to block Knight off. The bullet time coming in into the chokehold as they go straight for Shun. Shun was caught out on the side of the pit, and now he's going to be the target. But the rest of the team from BLG are backing him up. The fourth shot! It's not. It's the third shot, and that's all that really matters for Viper. Ben's going to get away for just a moment for top esports, and 369 takes down Knight. Meanwhile, Shun caught again on the side of the play.
The gold is just too much for BLG. The soul as well. It's not the strongest soul, but it's enough to get them through this game, despite BLG having a voice in this game towards the end. JiaQi will flash in, and Top Esports will make this series competitive, Mazel. They'll win a game against BLG in a series where game 1 was so easy for BLG. They need one series win to guarantee playoffs, but they're still just as far away as they were before this game started.
We wanted a more simplified comp, a more decisive comp from Top Esports, and that's exactly what they delivered. Beautiful comeback game and a beautiful game 2 from Top Esports to bring us the distance in an all-important series for both teams.
Bilibili show some cracks yet again. Top Esports find some miracle plays, I will say, through the Baron. That was a little bit lucky for them, but calculated, we'll say. They gave Bilibili the Baron so that they were overextended and overconfident, and then Top Esports swooped right in, killed them all, and got their soul.
What a way it was. My God. The flank TP from Fengyue, the initial engages from NaiYou. I mean, he was constantly answering Shun in game number 1. Constantly. Yeah. And it just didn't work out for them. Game 2 on the Vi, he kept getting kills. And that's where, like, hindsight again, 2020, why the Kiana? I know it's a comfort pick a lot of times for Shun, but I think in these kinds of situations, you need something that's stable from the jungle. You saw how well that worked out for them in game number 1, and that just wasn't there this game number 2. And a lot of other failings, mechanically speaking, from the team of BLG. But if you're Top Esports, you take that. You got a great performance from the top trio that we were really trying to watch.
And Top Esports looks so much better with this simplistic draft we were talking about, right? When they've got a clear identity, when it's this ease of execution.